There are a lot of different interesting radios in the new map Revelations, and this is going to be the first of many different breakdowns of radios that we do in this one. So the one that we're going to be talking about today is actually found in Der Eisendrache, and this details what happened to the team from 5. So if you guys never played Black Ops 1, 5 is a map in Black Ops 1 where you play inside the Pentagon. And this map included a very unique team of 4 that you played as. You played as John F. Kennedy, the Secretary of Defense Robert McNamara, you played as Fidel Castro, and also you played as Richard Nixon. And the map 5 on first glance is kind of a map that doesn't really seem like it fits in or it makes sense with the rest of our zombie storyline, but if you actually play the map and you're paying attention, there are little references that do pertain to our storyline, but we're going to actually figure out what happened with the characters in this radio, because at the end of 5 we don't really know what happened, what was the fate of this crew of 4. So what I'm actually going to do is play a radio from you guys in Revelations. This is in the Der Eisendrache section, and it's over on the right side of the wall by the MPD, so you can just hit square on this, it will play this message, but go ahead and listen to this.
Sloppy claws off me!
Secure channel in the most dire of circumstances. The Pentagon is under attack from an unknown enemy. As of this moment, I am safely ensconced inside a janitor's closet. Unfortunately, I fear the President and the VIPs may not have found a similar safe haven. Observed, our attackers may be blighted by some kind of sickness. Either that or they're just dirty hippies under the influence of hallucinogenic substances. I can only hope that this message will bring rescue. Until then, please, pray for me.
So I think this radio is very interesting because of the perspective, where it's coming from and who is actually recording this. So if you guys don't know who's actually making this message is Robert McNamara. This is one of the people, out of the 4 of the original 5 crew. And in this message, he details what exactly happened to the other crew or where he's at right now. So he's actually making this radio from some sort of janitor's closet. As he said, he found himself enclosed in a janitor's closet. He's in safety. But he says the president and the other VIPs, that including Fidel Castro and Richard Nixon, supposedly, they were probably not able to find the same safety that he did. And he actually ends up kind of breaking down in this radio. As you can hear him start to cry. And he eventually says that, like, he is, he's in trouble. This is his last stand. And he doesn't know what's going on. They're being attacked by some unknown enemy. He calls them like either they're teenagers or hippies on like hallucinogenics and they're attacking, or they're just something that they have no idea what that is. And obviously this being the 115 controlling the zombies. Now we know obviously during this recording Robert McNamara is still alive, but he doesn't know if the other ones are still alive, so presumably he might have been the only one that actually escaped with his life out of that crew, because we don't know what happened to the President, Fidel, or Richard. So it looks like just the Secretary of Defense Robert McNamara was able to survive in the closet. And this is really interesting because in these radios in Revelation, it seems like one person out of all these crews are surviving, kind of reporting about what's going on, what happened with the rest of their crew. And we're going to be talking about that in future videos. There's like one survivor out of all of them, and for sure we'll be covering that a little bit later on. But basically what this tells us is that for the time being anyway, Robert McNamara is probably the last alive. Eventually their group got split up somehow, we don't know how, in 5, because there's really no Easter egg, there's no ending to it, we don't really get a cutscene for what happened to the rest of their squad. But we know that from this radio, we know that Robert McNamara ended up in a janitor's closet somewhere safe, but he got split up with the rest of his team. He has absolutely no idea what happened, and most likely died is what he's trying to say here. So I really like how Jason Blundell is kind of filling in some of these story holes that we've had in the zombie storyline for all these years. He's kind of letting us know what happened to all these other crews, and there's so many radios to cover in Revelations, guys. This is going to be the first of many. But anyway, if you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to leave a like, and if you saw something interesting in this radio, something that I didn't cover, do let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know what you thought about this, but that's going to be it for today. Don't forget to leave a like if you guys enjoyed, and subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.